Why men slept, an enemy came. So the enemy could not come until some men. So Satan needs to put some people to sleep. He needs to give them anesthesia to sleep before he can invade some territories, before he can invade some families, before he can invade some states. We are creatures of prayer. According to design, we are creatures of prayer. According to design, we are condemned to prayer. We are sentenced to prayer. The Bible says he spake this parable to this end, that men, talking about humankind, men, that's the design for men, men ought always to pray and not to faint. So if you found a way of existing without praying, you are malfunctioning. You are not operating according to design. It means you found other ways of operating which is contrary to the way you were designed. Because several people believe that, okay, because God is sovereign, God can do what he wants to do, why do you need to pray? And a lot of people have been cheated out of the life of prayer by yielding to such logic. So our attempt last week was to defeat every such logic, so that you will understand that even though God is almighty, by an act of God's will consistent with his purpose that he is administering, he decided to make man his partner. So you will notice that in the book of Genesis chapter 1, before man was created, there was a way God was operating. Creation was an act of the exercise of God's authority. So you'll find him saying, let there be light, and then light will come, light will be, light will appear, and that's wonderful. But the moment man came upon the scene, you will notice that God stopped that sovereign dimension of operation, because the idea of man is an extension of himself that brings his dominion into this physical frame of reference. If man is operating in an accurate fashion, God will not need to come down, but God will just pass through him and use man as a vessel. God will be the empowerment, but man is going to be the vessel through which that empowerment achieves God's dream. Are you there?